Hey, what's up, guys? It's the commish slash co-commish. Um, Told you that I'd bring you another video tonight about the necessity for multi-round rookie drafts. So what I did, based on the suggestion from Rob, is I figured out how many rookies got picked up every single year, and the results in D1 anyway. The results were kind of shocking, actually. So we start back in 2009. No rookie draft. This was the initial year of the dynasty. And we had 22 total rookies picked up. So a little bit shy of 2 full rounds worth of rookies. So what I did was I figured out how many total rookies there were, how many were picked up for more than $10, and how many were picked up for more than four. So 10 being, that's the cheapest that the low end of our rookie draft is. How many guys got picked up for more than that were not drafted? And then four, because that's the minimum to sign a guy and to be able to sign him for 5 years. Again, that was my suggestion, as the fourth round needing to pay $4. And 4 rounds worth of rookies, there's not 48 rookies that are worth drafting. Again, I don't. My suggestion is, not forcing people to take a guy if they don't want. I In my previous video, I kind of tripped over my words a little bit. Tends to happen from time to time. But my initial suggestion is bumping up the bottom end of the first round, making the second round optional for $10, the third round optional for $7, and the fourth round optional for $4. So 2009, 22 total rookies were picked up, none via the draft. They were all auctioned off. Only seven of them were picked up for more than $10, and we're going to see some patterns here. And 12 of the 22 were picked up for at least $4. So a lot of the rookies in our initial auction were picked up really, really cheap. Now that we're 5 years in, our patterns have changed. So just going for the overall total number of rookies picked up, 2009 was 22. 2010 it jumped up to 25. 2011 it jumped up another 3 to 28, and then every year since then it has jumped up one. So 2012, 29 rookies were picked up. In 2013, 30 rookies were picked up. I was shocked by this. When in earlier videos, when I was asked, well, how many rookies get picked up? I'm like, I don't think that there's 24. So I don't think we have to do 2 rounds. There were 30 rookies picked up. So that's basically 2.5 rounds worth of rookies that were picked up. And none of them are getting picked up cheap anymore because of our contract stipulation, where you can only sign them 1 year longer than their salary is. So 26 of the 30. So there was only 4 that got picked up for less than $4. Still not the most shocking part. The most shocking part, at least to me, is the amount of them that were picked up for double figures. Now I was mistaken. I threw out a couple figures earlier. That the only 2 rookies that got picked up for more than $10 that I could remember that were not drafted were Coby Fleener and Cam Newton. I was wrong. There were 9 rookies that were signed to double-figure contracts, and that was only in 2013. And that's besides the rookie draft. So there was 21 rookies that were signed to double-figure contracts in 2013 in D1. That number has risen every year. Now, part of this, being a stats prof, correlation does not imply causation. So just because it continues to rise, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're paying more for rookies. It could just have to do with the amount of available money, and the free agent pool seems to dwindle every year. Going into this year, maybe we'll revert back to not having any non-drafted rookies be signed to double-digit contracts. I don't think so. I mean, it's possible because of all of the cap room and all of the free agents that are available because we're just done with 5 years. But yeah, there's a lot of rookies that are getting picked up for more than $10. Um, so Kobe Fleener, $23 to Justin in 2012. Christine Michaels, $17 to Doug last year. In fact, I'll just go through the ones from last year. So Doug was busy last year. He picked up Christine Michael for 17, Kenny Stills for 14, Robert Woods for 14. Marcus Wheaton got picked up for 12 last year. Aaron Dobson for 12 last year. Marcus Lattimore for 11. Justin Hunter for 11. Zach Sudfeld for 11. And those are all guys just from last year. 9 of them signed a double-figure contract. So where, years ago when I was using Toby Gerhart as an example of why we don't need more than one round of a rookie draft, something's changing. I don't know why it's changing, but something definitely is changing. We are picking up more rookies. We are signing them to more expensive contracts. And I think that it should be done via a draft. It's more realistic. There are ways that we can do it. I said this in my video earlier this week. I like, having a couple more trade chips in everyone's back pocket. If you like rookies, get a couple more third rounders or something like that where you can still pick up these guys and still sign them to long-term contracts. If we do adopt this policy, maybe $10 isn't enough. Last year, there were 21 rookies that were picked up for more than $10. Before we finalize anything, we're far from finalizing anything, but before we even start talking numbers in too much detail, I would want to get through this year's auction because I think it's going to be crazy. Yeah, I think there's a need here. Something is changing, and I don't want to stand still just for the sake of standing still. Yeah, there's one guy that's been boisterous about how he doesn't like this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and that's my brother. And I did also figure out how many rookies each one of the 12 franchises in the dynasty have picked up as well, and there's a reason why Andy doesn't want it to change. Because he's picked up the most rookies. He's picked up 17 rookies in the 5 years that we've done this. 2 more than second place, and I was actually shocked by second place, Chris, with 15. So, I mean, we are picking up rookies. We're signing them to expensive contracts. Maybe that is still part of the strategy of the auction. So, I'm not saying that we have to do this. I'm just one man, part of a democracy. But yeah, the other thing that I was kind of shocked, I just mentioned Chris, Doug as well, and Doug, I'm gonna email this one, so maybe he will see this. Both of you guys, outside of the draft, you have each picked up 5 rookies for more than $10, which I think is crazy. If we're picking these guys up, why aren't we doing a draft? Why are we waiting for a free agent auction? There was a podcast today, CBS Sports Fantasy Football. They did a 30-pick rookie dynasty draft today. They came up with 30 guys that are worthy of a roster. I'm not saying that we got to do 30. If there's not anyone there that you like, you don't have to pick anyone up. Yeah, just rolling over 10 minutes here. I did not anticipate this being even this long. So I will stop it right there. There is a need. Something should change. Um, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, why you don't like it. For more reasons than it just changes your strategy. I know it does take some talent out of the free agent pool. It just changes the strategy. I don't think it takes away. Peace.